Okay, here we are. We're going to leave and go look at an item. Might buy it, we'll see.
So we need storage, and we bought this moldy, nasty, rusty camper. And we're going to try and get it home and get the rain to stop leaking in, get the roof to stop sagging, and the floor so you don't fall through, and we're gonna use it for storage.
All right, here we are. We bought it. We're pulling out. Let's hope we make it home. All right, guys, we bought a camper that we're gonna use for storage if we can get it home. Sketchy tires, very sketchy tires. He had to actually remove one of the tires because it was deflating very rapidly. But honestly, it didn't matter because our hitch is so high that by the time we connected this trailer to our hitch back there, it's off the ground. So the front axle's not even sitting on the ground. Let's hope our tires don't blow out.
Any guesses for names, Brett?
Here we are. We made it home. We named it on the way home. Tanner probably already told ya. The turd. All right. Now we get to check it out.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Here we are. We are inside the turd, bringing you first-person view of the first day when we got the turd home. As you saw from the outside, this thing is brown and dirty looking, so its new name is the turd. So it's going to be a lot of work, but yeah, we don't intend to fully restore this thing. We are just going to, at least right now, clean it. It's pretty nasty, and yeah, and then put some stuff back together so we can walk on the floor. Right now we got plywood. We don't want to step on the metal. I think we'll fall right through. And yeah, then we intend to possibly store hay up front for the time being. Eventually we'll get somewhere better to store hay. But then back here, we'll put like some shelving, toolboxes, and just make it like a small little workshop on wheels. And then maybe someday turn this into a camper. Probably not. But you never know. Once we have it, opportunities are endless. Whoa. Gotta walk over here. Don't want to fall through the floor.
You got everything here. You got bees in.
Yeah.
No money.
There's the toilet holes. 2 of them. Yeah.
No cloggers.
Okay. Pretty cool. Yep, don't step there. There's the roof. Yeah. Gonna need some work up there to keep it from leaking. Yeah, check that out right there. Yep, it's pretty thin. So I couldn't figure out why this tire kept losing air. We tried putting green goop in, and oh yeah, we got 1 patch, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Got at least 10 patches in the sidewall of this tire here. Here we are, cleaning it. Got to stand on the spots where the frame is so we don't fall through. pretty hot in here. Hey, all right. So we made it home with the turd. Yeah, that was a very interesting drive. This is how we drove it here. On one axle, one wheel removed, because there's at least like 10 patches in this tire here, and it was totally not holding air. This tire that is on there isn't holding air either. Thankfully we made it home with it. But yeah, so we couldn't get our hitch removed. This hitch was really high, so it had quite an angle, and that's actually good, because what it did was it put it so that front axle wasn't even touching the ground, which was perfect. We were just riding on that rear axle. But yeah, we were worried that those dry rotted tires were going to shred, and no lights, no brake lights, no turn signals. Yeah, it was a sketchy drive, but we made it. Turd is home. That's what we named it when we were pulling in the driveway. We might rename it later. We started gutting it, so that's our job today. We're going to work on continuing to clean it, gut it. We need some flooring in it, because right now if we step on the floor, if we don't walk on the beams, we'll fall right through. So check out the inside. All right, this is where we're at right now. This was about an hour or two's worth of work the day we brought it home, to continue gutting it, vacuuming it out, getting some of the mouse poop out. Unfortunately, these fenders, they're just plastic. That kind of sucks, but whatever. I guess it lightens the weight. But yeah, so it's pretty cool. So you can see what the inside of one of these looks like when it's gutted. Some of the ceiling beams are rotted, so we got to work on that upper ridge. Some of that's just not even there. And then some of the beams crossing we got to work on. And then some of these lower beams or boards, they're rotted out too. Front one across there, it's missing. So put a board there, right there. Unfortunately, we can't see with the plastic we set down. But yeah, this whole wall is just dropping because that board at the bottom's gone. So we're going to wedge a 2x4 under there. They'll hit from beam to beam to beam. We're just going to use this for storage for now, but we want it so it's sturdy and stable and doesn't leak. Okay, put a grid of 2x4s down. Now we're going to put plywood over it and screw it down. Okay, there we are. We're getting the floor in. Yeah. Got a couple boards in. Now we can walk without worrying about falling through. A lot of work to go still. Alright, we've got the first layer in. It's not perfect, but we're going to put a second layer on now that'll give it the strength. Yeah, we're making progress. Flooring. Yeah, just ignore that gap there. We'll cover it. Oh, yep, ignore the toilet hole. We'll have to cover that. Okay, got some plywood here. Bring it down to the camper. Putting our floor in. There it is. We call it the turd. Alright, now we're able to step in it without worrying about falling through the floor here, because we actually have some nice floor down. There we go, we're making progress here. Got 2 layers of floor, so now it's nice and sturdy. Yeah. All right. Get some cutting on the table saw. Get our floor cut. All right. We are screwing in the floorboards here. We're on our 2nd layer, so it's getting pretty secure. The camper's coming along. We used to fall through the floor. Now, you don't fall through the floor. Okay, finally, the last screw of our floor here. There it is. Making progress. Okay, making it comfy in here. Oh yeah. Okay, here we are. Spent the afternoon working on the camper. We're putting floor in, putting 2 layers of flooring in. Before it was just the framing, and if we were to step outside of the frame, we would fall in, and we didn't want that. So we got 2 layers of flooring in, and that's where we're calling it quits for today. So once we got the floor in, we put some carpet in, and that way it's nice and comfy. So let's check it out. All right, there's our carpet pads. And then going back that way, we got a rug, all nice and comfy, almost ready to sleep in. And then up front, eventually we're gonna put hay for the time being, so not gonna really make that too comfy. All right, we're starting to work on the ceiling and walls here. We got this rubber thing that's in the way, so we're just gonna rip this out. Hopefully this isn't the last thing holding the roof on. Yeah, look at that. This roof definitely needs some extra support here. It's supposed to be way up there. This board's rotten. Yeah, that's going to take some work. Start by ripping this rubber out. I'm going to put some 2x4s up along the ridge here. Get nice carpet dirty. Okay, putting up a board to support our roof here. All right. So we've lifted that quite a bit. We gotta do another to this side still. And then we gotta brace our cross beams here. We got some metal that we're gonna put on some of them. And hopefully that'll do the trick. Okay, so what we're doing here is we're putting some metal up on these beams here so that we give them some strength, because they're not so strong at the edges because they're rotting away. But what we're doing is adding steel, and it reaches over onto a 2x4 that we put down the edge there. So we got an ironclad beam now, and then on this side, and we did it both directions, so it's supported on both edges here. Yeah, that thing's nice and tough. All right, so here we are. We're making some decent progress. We got all these black metal beams sistered up to a lot of these ceiling beams, and it's not perfect, but it's adding a lot of strength to them. We'll maybe revisit, add a few more before we put up some kind of ceiling, but now we're no longer dropping down and ready to lose our roof. Okay, we got the ceiling braced up. Now we're looking to the next step here. So we're going to try pulling one of these panels in, see how well it fits, and that's a possibility of some wall coverings here. So let's go see what's going on. All right, unfortunately getting dark early tonight. Horrible weather. Wisconsin, winter. It's only like 7:20 and it's already pretty dark, as you can see. It's only going to get worse. It's like the first week of September. It's going to get dark before I get home from work soon. But yeah, so we're thinking of maybe doing something like this for wall covering. Unfortunately, we made more work for ourselves over there with that upper 2x4 because this thing fits like perfect floor to ceiling except where we added the 2x4. Now the upper part sticks out 1.5 inches. Yeah, so we have to think what we want to do here. Do we want to cut these panels so they fit under the 2x4? Or do we want to add maybe a 2x4 in the middle, 2x4 in the bottom, or maybe not even a 2x4, but like a 2x2 or something, just so it bumps out, but then we got waviness in the middle. Or do we remove our 2x4s because we've used these black things as bracing to extend over further and hope that the original upper piece of wood is enough? I don't know. We have to think about it. And it's getting dark. So dark that we can barely even see the kitty down there. There's this black kitty that just blended into the blackness. Yeah. So thinking about what to do. All right, one last thing we're going to try and do to put in the camper. We are going to see if we can get a bench size to fit in the front here. Probably ain't going to work. This thing's pretty thick, but yeah, we're going to try cutting this here. Oh, it's the fabric. That's what's causing the problem. I'm just hacking through the fabric. Once I'm through the fabric, it hits the wood just fine. Crazy. We should have brought a knife out.
Get the border stinky.
Would have been a lot quicker just to go in and grab the knife. We're so close to meeting up. Trying to race the dark. Get done before the dark comes. There we go. There's a stubby one. And then there's a big bench. Wow. Whoever would have thought fabric defeated the Milwaukee. Okay, excellent. Okay, we're trying to get our bench in, but we're having some problems here. It's not fitting through the hole. Okay, let's see if it'll fit through the doorway. Here we are. It's getting darker and darker by the minute, but yeah, we got our bench coming in through the door now. It wouldn't fit through the back, but let's hope it fits through here. We're halfway in. Oh yeah, I think it's gonna do it.
Perfect like this.
And then we turn the corner. And yep, come up and in a little more. Okay. Then let's push you in a little further so it's not blocking the door. pretty good for now.
What color here?
Stepping on something, can't see nothing because it's dark.
Nice work.
Definitely need some lights in here. But yeah. Alright. No sitting on this. It'll just roll backwards, but that's it for tonight. So we got ceiling braced up. We looked at some of the panels that we might put on the walls. We got some ideas for that, so you'll have to just make sure you keep watching to see those ideas. And we got a seat in here. So, all right. All right, there we are, ending our second day of working on the turd. Yeah, let's see how it turns out. Maybe we'll rename it, maybe we won't. So yeah, got dark too quick. Coming along though. It's a decent project. We're not wanting to, hey, we got more light now. We're not wanting to spend a ton of time on this either. We got a lot of other things to do. So, going to do it quick and hasty. Working on this 1972 Starcraft Camper. There it is. Alright everyone, welcome to part 3 of repairing this 1972 Starcraft Camper. So, it rained all morning today. Yeah, it's wet inside. We'll have to take a look at that. I don't know if we'll be able to work on trying to seal the roof today because it's all wet, but with this sun coming out, yeah, it might dry it quick. So we'll see. Maybe that'll be part of working on the camper today. But until it dries, what we're going to be working on is maybe pulling a few electrical wires and maybe something on the walls. So, check out part 3. Alright, so here we can see water's been getting in, and on that type of wood, oh no, that's a bad thing. Coming in from up here somewhere. It's actually hiding because we really actually have some wood there, but yeah, it's going to be at the edge of the ceiling or edge of the roof. See if we can see anything here. Yeah, somewhere in that area. It got bright out, so yeah, maybe we'll be able to work on that later. Okay, otherwise, inside here, we got one more leaky spot down here. Yeah, wet, wet. There it is, wet. Look, sunlight. Sunlight, lots of sunlight. All right, yeah. Definitely need to work on that. A lot of leaks, not a good thing. Yeah. Okay, right now we're working on some wiring. This is just going to be the tail lights and side lights. So we're cheating. We're just going to go up and over and tie it up right here. This way it will be easy to get at. Okay, here we are in the wobbly trailer. We're going to be mounting a circuit breaker panel here. Yeah, it's overkill, but that way it's done right. Well, maybe not right, but that way we can control which breakers we want to turn off and on. Okay, let's drop just there. Okay, going good. Oh, this bottom one's a really heavy duty pressure treated board. This one's not going to go in as easy. Should we go up high like that?
Yeah, probably.
I don't know why. There's probably a reason, but it just seems like those bottom ones are always upside down. Yep, we're in. One more bolt to go. There it is. Alright, breaker panel in. Alright, we're working on wiring still, so now we're doing the actual electrical wire. this board wasn't very good, so we're just removing it. This wire wasn't going where we wanted it to go, so we're removing that too. But yeah, so we got our breaker panel mounted. We got one wire coming up and in. We have another wire that's going to start the outlet circle here. And we're just hopping through around the ring of the camper here. And we're going to have outlets, outlets, outlets. And yeah, we'll probably go all the way up to that corner. So I think we're short there. Some of these wires were already ran, but that's not going to reach. So yeah, we're going to have to rig that up, probably replace that jumper there. And then we'll do some lighting wiring. And then that's all for now for wiring. Okay, because our roof was leaking like crazy earlier today, we're prioritizing getting some patching on it. So we got this all-weather roof cement. This stuff is like really goopy and sticky. So let's hope we don't break our spatula here. Oh, look at that. This thing's like straining. So what we're doing is we're getting in some smaller containers. We're not quite ready to do it yet, but we want it to sit out in the sun, where the sun went, and warm up. Because the warmer it is, the more easy it'll be to spread out. Because look at how stiff it is right now. I mean, that would not be fun trying to smooth out over our cracks. We don't want too runny, so I don't think we want to put in the microwave. It might make our supper taste bad too. Yeah. But we want a little bit easier to spread than this if possible. I don't want it so bad we drip it all down the side of the camper. So if after this you see all these black streaks, you know what happened. Yeah. Alright, so that's what we're doing right now. Just putting this in these containers, then we're going to work on the wires a little bit more while the sun, which finally came out, warms us up. Alright, that little spatula is taking forever. We're going to dip the sour cream in here, jiggle it like some licorice, black licorice flavored jello, and then here comes, I don't even know what to call it, the slow waterfall, the evil waterfall. It's black. Okay, we're done with the wiring for today because we need to get working on that roof, seal that up. So we ran some ceiling lights, wires, not the lights, but the wires, and we ran some wall outlets. Some were already there, but they weren't perfect, so we filled in some of the missing gaps. And yeah, got 3 ceiling lights with a light switch prepped, and a whole bunch of outlets, lots of outlets. All right, and there's our breaker panel. Okay, here we are on the roof, spreading the goop. Yeah, the middle of the roof doesn't look too bad, but the seams need it. So at least the sun came out, got nice and hot, so we're able to spread some goop on the seams. Yeah, hopefully this will stop the leaks for a little while. Seems nice and thick. As long as it dries. Yeah, this black stuff is pretty good. We'll see how long it holds up, but it's pretty thick. As long as it dries so that it stays in place, I think it might work for a few years. Okay, spreading the goop on the roof. Yeah, nice hot sunny day for it. Rained earlier, flooded the camper, but hopefully no more. Hopefully no more after we put the goop on. All right, here, just an update. Been on the roof, or near the roof, for about an hour so far. Maybe just a little shy of an hour. But yeah, slow going. There's like a big seam right here, and that's why we had so much water down in there. So put a lot of goop there, wrapping it over the edge because the seam ends right there. Yeah, a lot of goop. Hopefully it works. Okay, there we are, done with one side. Yeah, we made it look awfully turdy. The turd is now brown and black. Oh yeah. Alright, over on the other side here, see where that problem is. Oh yeah, it's gapped way open. Okay, a lot of work to do here. Okay, I made it to this section. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't rain. Alright, but yeah, look at that. That is why we got so wet. Yeah. Alright, almost finished with sealing the roof here. This edge was like almost 2 inches away from the camper. Because the board was rotting away on the inside, so we put a couple of small boards and then screwed through from the outside into those small boards, and now I'm just going to smear the goop over that seam, and that should be it for the day for tarring. There's the goop. Definitely like right there, gotta cover that crack. Alright. Okay. Carrying this panel up to see if we can cut it on the saw. It's 1 inch too long to fit in there. I'm wearing gloves really because there's still tar on my hands from the ceiling and I don't want to get tar all over here. So hopefully this will cut. Okay. Alright, we're going to try cutting this panel, see if it works. Getting close, it's just so big and awkward, it flops.
It's loud.
We flip it upside down and try and meet up at the same spot since we went out of our groove. That's probably not the best way. Okay, I'm gonna slice you off a loaf of some sandwich bread here, make you some ham sandwich. You like the crust, the end piece? Or you want a middle piece? A middle piece of bread. Uh-huh, yummy, yummy. Okay, we're gonna put up this panel, see how it looks. Alright, there's a couple of screw holes already in here. That's nice and handy. Alright, so we want to level the top, I would think. Because the top's what we see. So the left side, yeah, there you go, shove it down. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. And then, if we can get a hole over here on the right side, or should I go at the top, probably?
Yeah.
Let's go in a little ways so we're not busting the corner out. Yeah. So what do you think? We could put a bunch of these panels in here and it'll be like the Coca-Cola turd camper. That doesn't really
Not turd.
rhyme, does it?
Not turd.
So turd on the outside, cool on the inside.
No turd.
Turd on the outside,
No.
cool on the inside. All right, let's get
No
another screw.
turd.
No turds? Well, after what we did on the roof today,
It's gotta look like it's turned.
I think the name might be sticking. Might be. What kind of candy is like brown on the outside and good on the inside?
Caramel.
Caramel? No, caramel's brown all over.
Yeah.
What about chocolate caramel?
Chocolate caramel. I kind of don't think you get an idea here.
Wait, so brown,
Some kind of secret candy.
brown on that outside and good on the inside?
Probably don't need that on super fast.
Ah.
So it's like yucky looking on the outside, but once you bite into it, it's like good. So that's what this can be. It can be like
Cream?
a Twinkie. Twinkies look good on the outside too.
Yeah.
I don't know. Have to think about that. Maybe you viewers can come up with a name for us. Something that looks like a turd on the outside, but is cool on the inside. Yeah.
Coca-Cola. But
Doesn't look like a turd on the outside. Okay, so yeah.
it looks
We're going to keep putting this panel on and we'll check back in with you in a little bit. Thank you. Okay, we're going to try and cut this next panel here. We put a table over there and I'm going to walk through. In theory, it's going to work. I also raised the blade just a little bit too because we were kind of popping out of where the blade was cutting. All right. Let's see what happens. Okay, cutting the panel. That's an aggressive blade there. I don't know about this. Glad we're not cutting the whole bottom of the panel with this thing. This is grabbing. Those teeth are pretty big. I think I need a finer tooth saw blade here. So stand by, we're gonna look for something else. Alright, this one's got super jagged teeth. This one's got teeny tiny teeth. Let's see if that helps. Stick this in my pocket. I don't want to put it in my mouth while I do this. Hold on to the loose end. It's like a wild ride. Did the trick though. Alright, that's it for day number 3. Day number 3. Yeah. Accomplished a lot today. It was a long day. Unfortunately, it rained in the morning, but that gave me a chance to do something else other than working on the turd camper. And it also gave us a chance to see where all the leaks were. So, spent hours all the way up till supper patching leaks in the roof. Well, no, actually, we didn't. You remember, because you saw it like 2 minutes ago. We ran a bunch of electrical wires. Yeah, and then we patched the holes in the roof. All right, and now, what we did now was we put some panels inside, just to start, but let's go check them out. There they are. Oh yeah, you liking what you see? Hopefully, because there they are. Yeah. So, like we talked about, some kind of candy. What are you gonna call this candy? Looks like a turd on the outside, and it's gonna look cool on the inside. Think of it yet, like a chiclet or something? No, that's just like gum from Mexico or something. Yeah. Okay, I heard you wanted a sandwich. I'm gonna make you a special sandwich because you know what we're cooking today? We're cooking in the portable turd mobile. It's like the taco wagon, but it's the turd wagon. So, gonna get you a nice piece of bread here. You want a sandwich, right?
Yep.
All right. We're going to slice you off a piece of bread. Oh, tell Jimmy he needs to sharpen our knife here because your bread is a little stale. Okay, stop it. Alright, we're back in the camper into its semi-permanent location. right, there we go. It's not perfect, but got it somewhere where we're going to leave it for a little while. Just put cement blocks under each corner, except for this corner. Have to do that one later. Maybe get a jack. It's a little bit crooked, but it is a lot more stable inside than when it was just hooked to the truck. Okay, putting some boards here so that we can get some strength here. Then we're going to go outside and we're going to screw the panels into the boards. We had this big nasty gash right here. We ripped off that bread looking foam insulation and put a nice thick board here. Screw that in. We're going to have to put like a piece of metal patch over the outside probably, but yeah, let's screw this in here. All right, making progress, yeah. All right, we're gonna see if our bench fits, see how close we were to measuring here. I suppose I don't want to be on the side though. This is fun. Fun. All right. Okay, so you promise you gotta go up or put the wire up and over. All right, here we go. Okay, it's close. We'll just have to support it because otherwise someone might fall through the front. Yeah. Yeah, looks good. All right, got a handful of screws here. We're on the outside now. Gonna screw our siding to those new panels of wood that we put in there and hopefully keep the mice out. So first we start with this really bad area. Seems to be working so far. Looks good as new now. Tell you what, we're gonna probably want a hammer to pound that back into place in a minute. Just put random screws everywhere. Why do I hear like mice? Oh, I'm like, man, we're already chasing the mice away? Sure sounds like I'm making the mice mad. I want to grab a hammer so we can pound that flat. Otherwise, let's see, we also did here. This is how you fix your dents in your car. Just take a hammer. Perfect car auto body repair. All right. Oh, can't just pound it. You got to screw it. Yeah. How many screws can we put in?
Like
As many
500.
as many as we want.
Yeah.
All right, that's too high. Yeah, it's looking good as new. Put a screw here. That part looks like it needs a screw.
I think the tire needs one.
No.
Right here needs one.
Oh, it's the turd. How did that happen? Oh, yummy. Yeah, I guess it's turning turd like every day. All right. Cool. All right, so we accomplished a lot again. This time it took a couple days. As you can see, I'm wearing a different shirt, but yeah, so we were working on the electrical wires, we were working on these coke panels, sealing, tarring the ceiling. Yeah, so we'll have to wait till it rains to see how much still leaks, where we need to add some more tar, but then we put the bench in place here. We haven't secured it, but we're sitting on it, relaxing in our camper, nice and comfortable. Screwed some wall siding panels back together, so keep the mice out. Yeah, we're making progress. A lot more to go, but making great progress. We've had this camper for 1 week, I think 1 week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we got it last Sunday. I don't know.
I think it was a Thursday.
A Thursday. Yeah, so we've had it more than 1 week. Time flies. We've had it like a week and 3 days or something. But yeah, making some great progress in that little bit of time. Thanks for watching. Keep your eye out for the next episode. Who knows what we'll do?